Hi everyone, I'm going down the Ullswater Trail. I parked in Glenridding 24 hours. I'm going to do a wild camp. Boiling hot for once in the UK, and so I'll catch you up a bit later. Oh, that's a bit of a cliff. They've had to bolt that as well, stop the rocks falling down. But we're just up north of Glenridding. What about that? Nice. So just started the climb up to Glenridding Dodd from the Ambleside Penrith Road, and it's boiling hot weather in the Lake District in the UK, but we're in this lovely wooded glen. So it's, well, I don't know, it's about 3:30 in the afternoon, but it's cooling down now. It's really nice, really nice. So carry on up, and the sun's behind the mountains now anyway. I camped up on Place Fell a few weeks back, and it's not a bad pitch there, to be honest. But I'm going up to the top of Glenridding Dodd. I can hear the stream there, so I want to try and get some water somewhere. Absolute idiots. Why would you do that? Now there's the beck. Wow. I'm pretty sure that's St Sunday Crag, and over there Cat's Eye Camp. I'm going up onto Glenridding Dodd. Right, that's over towards the Kirkstone Pass. There's High Street over there. St Sunday Crag, Fairfield Coffer Pike, Cat's Eye Camp, Sheffield Pike. The summit of Glenridding Dodd. And now we have to find a pitch, and I think I know where it is. I've come up with all the luxuries today because it's summer and boiling hot, and I don't need a winter pack. So I came up with about 8.5 kilos. And I brought my stove, table, my Skjul bivi, and my chair even. So I guess you could call this roughing it smoothly. I've just had some roast chicken pasta, and I'm going to have a coffee now. And look at the view out of my front room. There's my chair, right up on that bluff up there. And it's the Glenridding Hotel down there. What a good choice coming up here in this weather. So I think it's time for another brew. Let's see. Got the little Alp Kit brewler, I think they call it. Brewler, yeah. This has been alright. It's an alcohol stove. I'll put it up there. I swore I'd never buy a titanium mug because of the price of them. I think I've got about 4 of them now. Crazy. Got my pouch with all my food in it here. And I think I'm going to have an OXO, which is a little beef stock cube you put in a stew, but makes a nice beefy drink. Other beef cubes are available. A couple of gals arrived. I think they're going to pitch right on the edge there. Yeah, I think that's lit. Yeah, what a view. Glenridding down there. Over towards Howtown down there. Crossfell and the Pennines over there. Placefell over here. What a place. What a fantastic place to pitch. Catstay Cam over there. And the Glenridding Dodds up there. Sheffield Pike there. What a place. My North End bivi pitched within 5 minutes. I've got an Alp Kit chair. I forget what it is, I'll put it on the screen. And a table and a little Alp Kit brewler, alcohol stove. The sun is starting to go down over the Helvellyn range. What a place. And what a pitch this is. I don't know if it'll be a clear sky tonight, but it's a great, great vantage point from here. I've got my summer pack loaded up this time. I'll show you my stuff. So I've got the Alp Kit Aero 120. It's supposed to be a self-inflating mat, but I blew it up a bit. I've got an Alp Kit quite thin reflective mat. I've got an Alp Kit table and an Alp Kit chair somewhere, which you'll see on the video. And that's St Sunday Crag. And then over towards Hartsop and Kirkstone Pass. How about this for a bedroom window, eh? There's the bottom end of the bivi. Super. That's the view that way of Ullswater. I got my mountain face on. There is tons of space in this bivvy. Look at the amount of headroom I've got there. And at night I can have the mesh open and just look straight up at the stars. It makes me laugh, makes you happy. Oh, 500 on top of Glenridding Dodd. That's Ullswater, Glenridding down there, Helvellyn up here. Marvellous. Trip over me guy lines. I've just watched the sunrise over Little Dun Fell, Great Dun Fell, looking over Ullswater. At home. I'm just sat in that chair watching the sunrise. What a beautiful morning. Check the site out and make sure we leave no trace. Tell you what, it's real skiddy down there, even with a Vibram sole. Really skiddy. And that's up the mine track up towards Helvellyn. What is the purpose of bagging up your dog poo and then leaving it there on the fell? What is the point of that? Take it home. at that. Looks like volcanic ash to me.